Now, I'm going to come to what that means really as far as more engagements with Chinese are concerned, because remember, today we are also breaking for our viewers that a fresh disengagement plan has been worked out. Now, given that they haven't honored the last one and that it was premeditated to say the least, what really happens from here on? But NC Bipendra, overall, how do you look at the fact that more and more support is coming India's way? We know where US stands very clearly. We know where Australia, Japan, even countries like Taiwan, of course, we have to work on that strategy, but Taiwan, Hong Kong, everybody's kind of fed up with China. They're all backing India right now. They need India as a counter to China. But what about Russia? Will India be happy with what Russia has said so far?
Russia actually is in a bit of a dilemma. It has a dilemma that China is also a major defense purchaser as far as Russia is concerned. India is also a major purchaser of arms from Russia, and that is where the problem lies for Russia itself. They are not able to choose between China or India, and that is where the problem lies with their diplomacy. They need to be very clear. I think that China is the villain in this piece. I think that needs to be highlighted by even Russia and understood by Russia, for the simple reason that every intelligence report indicates that the ambitious general of Chinese army was the reason for what happened in Galwan, the violence that has happened. He was executing the salami slicing strategy of the Chinese military so perfectly, and the ruse was that they were doing a military exercise in the same area where the LAC lies on Ladakh, and they could easily mobilize their troops, and they used them for doing what they did in the last 1.5 months in the Ladakh LAC area. So it is very clear that Russia needs to choose between either China or India, and if it doesn't do so, I think it is more India needs to rethink on what it has to do as far as this relationship is concerned.
All right, let me bring in Abhishek also. He's been tracking, of course, the RIC meet also, and otherwise Rajnath Singh is also in Russia and focuses on defense deliverables as well. So Abhishek, of course, we cannot expect Russia to just choose between India and China, right? Diplomacy is going to be more, more nuanced than that. But certainly in this episode, we expect Russia's backing.
No, see, you have to look at this way. The Chinese are behaving like a bull in a china shop, actually, and they believe their time has come mistakenly. But so it is. In the present global context, if there is one nation that can prevail on China, or if there is one leader who can prevail on Xi Jinping, it's Vladimir Putin. You know, Americans have offered mediation, but we know how the relationship stands between China and the United States. There is no dialogue, and there is no possibility of Xi Jinping giving any credence to Trump. So obviously, we have to try and get Putin on our side, and not just about it's not just about transactional, that we are buying hardware, yes, so you do it. But what is more important is that this RIC itself, Shivani, you have to remember, Russia, India, China trilateral. This was formed in late 90s. It was a product of the mind of the then premier of Russia, Yevgeny Primakov, and the idea was to not let this world become a unipolar world. Now, in that concept, we are now in a situation where, with the relative decline of America, China is turning out to be the regional hegemon with global ambitions. In that context, if there is one leader who can restrain the Chinese, it's Vladimir Putin. So why not have him on our side? And that's why if we are engaging with him, better. I mean, there is nothing wrong in it.
Yes, absolutely not. And certainly India has to put its side across, with more and more of the details emerging. Nonetheless, with the US Intel report, Abhishek, that we have also mentioned, it becomes clear that unless China is checked here, actually it might become a problem for all of its allies later down the line as well. Because it cannot be that you can just be friendly with China and nobody else. So therefore, those so-called ambitions, right or wrong, of China have to be balanced, even by countries like Russia. Thanks a lot for our guests for joining us. Time for us to slip into a very short break. On the other side, in the backdrop of this US Intel report, and also the designs that have been clear from the Chinese side, what does really it mean as far as the new disengagement plan is concerned? Disengagement has been agreed stage-wise between India and China on all friction areas. On the other side of a very short break, we'll get you more details on that.